Hey everyone, Retro John here, and today we're going to be reviewing, taking a look at, and admiring the all-new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles animated series Metalhead, or the Mighty Metalhead, from Neca Toys. So I had been waiting for this guy since they announced him, because Metalhead, besides like Casey Jones and Rat King and Slash, Metalhead is up there in my top 5 favorite figures. Those weren't in any particular order, by the way. And I love the vintage figure, and he looks cool. This animated series one looks cool. Let's go ahead and take a look at this guy. So as I'm bringing this in, Neca Toys is going to be bringing us a few of the deluxe, what they call deluxe turtles. And this is the first one. The next one up is going to be Crane's Android Body. And that's going to be really cool. I can't wait for that. And these deluxe ones are going to come in these VHS style looking packages. If you'll notice immediately, it looks like one of the old VHSs. So we have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The artwork here even looks like that from the VHSs, as well as the font here. Like this would be the name of the episode. We also have NECA in that old style VHS style font there. Over here we got on the side more of the NECA artwork. We have Volume 1, Number 1. Again, Volume 1, Number 2 should be the Crane Android Body. And on the back, we even have some of that VHS-inspired back art with Splinter and Metalhead here. We've got a little bio here, which I will go ahead and bring forward. If you want to go ahead and pause, you can read that. And again, this would be like scenes from the cartoon. You know, but instead they're using the action figure and some of its features, and I think it's just simply awesome. So let's go ahead and open this guy up. Well, okay, there you go. I opened him up. So over here we got some artwork of the figure, and then inside, it's a little dark, but you can see the figure with some of his accessories inside. So let's take him out and his accessories and take a look at this figure. I mean, you can see he's so huge right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at this figure. Okay, so here is Metalhead out of the packs, and he's really heavy. It's a very heavy, very chunky figure. Definitely kind of in the lines of Bebop and Rocksteady. I'm actually surprised they weren't deluxe figures, honestly. If they brought them out now, and they had before, they probably would. This guy is really chunky, really heavy. I do really like him. And let's go ahead and go over articulation and all the details and all the accessories and fun stuff about this figure. So his head is on a ball joint. So you can see he can look left, he can look right, he can kind of look up a bit. He can definitely look down. He has a hinged jaw, so his mouth could open up, which is really cool. His chest plates, these open up. And this is part of his accessories I'll show you in a bit. But those even open up. His arms go out like so. They can go forwards, they can go backwards. He does have an elbow bend, as well as a wrist swivel and a wrist bend. There is no twisting at the waist because it's all one giant solid blocky piece. His legs go out pretty far, like that. I can't talk today. His legs kind of move out this way a bit and backwards. There is swivel there at the boot cut. And they also have a swivel where the knee bends. It is supposed to be a double knee bend, however mine is stuck. I can use the hot hair dryer trick to do that, to loosen that up, and they're both like that, honestly. So he does have the ankle articulation that goes ups and downs and swivels from side to side. On the back, I want to point out it's part of an articulation, but it's one that I question. He has a little switch that actually moves up and down, and it is a very thin switch. I worry about this breaking over time. Like if he falls backwards, I see this just going bye-bye. So something to look out for. And that is his articulation. Let's go ahead and go over his overall appearance here. His sculpt, his detail, his paint. And it's beautiful across the board. I'm really looking. I'm very few paint scuffs. There's one right here. Very little. I mean, I almost missed it. So let's start going with his head, though. So we have his head. He has these nice bright yellow like eyebrows with the black that we're used to seeing on these figures now. We have his great red eyes. We have the nice green mixed with the yellow and the gray head. Just wonderful. Now that yellow goes all the way back to the back of his head. The detail on this, I don't know if you can make out his neck. He's got like tubing for his neck, like big tubing that like Donatello decided to use. We open these back up. Maybe. And you can see some of the details of his innards. His little buttons and switches and whatnot. A little red dot here. Probably to indicate that he's turned on. The non-removable grenades on his belt, which is, I believe it's a separate piece. Yeah, I think it's a separate piece, but it's glued on. It's not meant to come off. We also have nice little reds here on his shoulders. Again, we go back to that yellow and green aesthetic here. On the gray, I don't know, it goes well with this guy. The nice green shell front here to match his shell. Very nice red switch. Again, I do worry about the switch, but it is surrounded by this nice white box. His legs, again, have that gray all out throughout the body with the black this time in yellow. Again, they go really well together, especially with the black shading lines. We got the red on the feet, green, yellow bottoms, and look at the bottoms are even sculpted. So that is really, really cool. We got the peg holes in case you want to get a stand for him. All in all, this guy is fantastic. I really, really like this guy. And again, I'm trying to pose him and stand him up, and I'm hitting the switch. So be very careful. But he doesn't feel like he's going to fall over. He seems really... Like I could pose him over here, put him over here, put him over here. He doesn't seem like he's going to fall. So, and that really is a good thing. Again, because if I fear he falls backwards, this is gone. So, let's go ahead and bring in some of his accessories. So, you'll see he comes with these open hands. Straight out of the box. But he has some other hands. He has a couple of closed fists, if you want to do that. He has a couple of gripping hands, which, I don't know, I guess it's to grip other weapons that, you know, the turtles may have or the foot may have. But he doesn't really have anything to grip. None of his accessories are something he would grip. So if you want, you could leave these hands on. In fact, I think I might just go ahead and do that. I kind of like the open hands on this guy. The accessories he does come with, though, is he first comes with this drill bit, which surprisingly is not very pointy. It is, but it isn't. It's not rubbery or anything, but it's not going to like, ow, you know. So, and this is pretty cool. So what you do with this is... you can remove either hand. I'll remove his left open hand. And you do it the same way you do with all the other turtles. Gently twist and pull, like so. And then you just take it and put it in the socket, like so, until it pops. There we go. And that's where it hurts. And there you go. You still have the elbow bend. So he can bend with it and pose with it. And that's kind of cool. I like that. So he comes with another accessory in the form of a vacuum cleaner. And this is one solid plastic. The bag is not material, cloth material or anything. It is just hollow plastic. It does have a peg right there because to do this, you remove one of his other hands, and you could put it in. You could switch either hand out. Honestly, you don't have to do what I'm doing. And then you just take this and you plug it in like so. It just pops right on. Look at that. And now he can hold off the foot with one arm, and he can vacuum. And yes, the vacuum also has a small articulation. And he could vacuum with the other hand. So that is pretty cool. And again, if he really wants to go defensive, I showed you earlier his chest opens up. So you open up his chest. You don't have to open up both of them, but I'm going to. You'll notice he's got a couple of holes here in his chest. That is because he has a peg and a wire. Now this is supposed to peg right in. And again, this is very hard plastic, and I don't know how easy this is going to go in. I haven't tried it yet. So if it goes in really easily, okay, but I have a feeling, you know, let's see, we plug it right in. I guess like so. There we go. And then we have this wire, and there's a tiny hole right below that, just below that big gray circle, and that wire is supposed to fit right in that hole to make it look like it's coming out of him. So there we go. So there, and now he has the gun coming out of his chest. He is fully armed and ready to kick, foot, butt, and clean. So it's pretty cool. I worry about the switch, and I worry about that peg pulling it in and out of his chest. So if this is something how you want to pose him, I'd put it in and leave it. I wouldn't keep taking it in and out. And again, with the switch, I put it in the position that you want it to put it in. And I would get a foot, like a stand, even though I have no trouble standing him up. Say you have him posed next to a bunch of other figures, and one of them falls down and he pushes him down. He falls off your shelf. There's a good chance he's going to lose this and this if he hits the floor. So get a stand. It'll help him if he does get knocked over. Possibly he'll just stay put and survive. But no, I mean, he looks really cool, though. I'm very happy to add him to this collection. I think he's amazing. Very chunky. I'm very happy to have him. Let me go ahead and put his hands back together here. And I just pop right back in. Whee! There we go. I'm going to go ahead and remove his gun ever so gently. There we go. Close these up, because I know I want to pose him. That's really on there. There we go. There we go. Just like this. So, and now, I did something. There we go. So now we're going to go ahead and bring in some other figures for size comparisons. We'll start with Raphael over here. As you can see, very small compared to Metalhead. And even smaller yet, we'll bring in Krang. There we go. We'll bring in a foot soldier for comparison. And they may actually be close to the same size height-wise. And we'll bring in, let's go ahead and bring him off to the side. Whoops, I moved the camera. We'll go ahead and bring in Bebop here. And again, because of that mohawk, they might be about the same size. So, I mean, yeah, a lot of size comparisons here of how big Metalhead is as a figure. So, Metalhead is part of the Wave 3 that is already started hitting Target stores. It is a Target exclusive figure, and he has been quite hard to get. I actually had to order him off the secondhand market, so I paid a little more than the $30 price tag that is attached to him, retail-wise, but I mean, I didn't pay that much more. But he's worth it. I really think he's worth the hunt. I really think he's worth a tad bit extra. And if you're somebody who goes from Target to Target to Target all the time looking for toys like these, you know, just you could go ahead and spend maybe the extra, you know, few bucks and get them off the secondary market if you absolutely have to. But I really think he's worth the price if you can get him for a reasonable price. But definitely worth retail. Definitely worth the $30, especially with all the little extra accessories you get and everything. So sculpt-wise, paint-wise, I absolutely love it. Nothing wrong. Again, I fear for the peg on the gun snapping off at some point, especially if he falls over. And this is my biggest worry. And as soon as I saw previews for this figure from Neca, and they showed this off, I knew I was going to have an issue with this. So I don't know how I want to have it. I don't know. So yeah. Metalhead, the mighty Metalhead, is available at Target stores right now as I was filming this video. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Please, it helps me out. And hit the thumbs up if you like this video. Also, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of Metalhead here. Do you prefer this one or do you prefer the vintage figure? Let me know in the comments down below. Until next time, pizza party, dude. Let's do it. Yeah. Retro John out.